Let's see here who got them. Very good. Okay. So in my second unit here today, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that we've been talking about, and I've already put this on the website, so you don't have to write anything down. So I'm going to start with exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne prime, which is 353. So first, I'm going to talk about the exponent of the 19th Mersenne prime, which is 4253. And the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne prime is 353. So we found out a few weeks ago that 353rd regular prime is actually 4253. Okay, so that was a new finding. But anyway, so this is beautifully tells you that Surah 42 has 53 verses, and 353 is the frequency of high plus meme in Surah. Surah 42. Okay, so and now 4253 happens to be the 249th Non-Chen Prime, and 249 is the 195th Composite, and 195 is the 19th Sphenic Prime. Okay, so now you see what it does with chapter 42 connects itself through this mathematics and through the number 19. Okay, and I want to stress this. You see, every bullet here has a position. Okay, that's what the generator does. 195 is the 19th, the Sphenic prime, and 195 is the numerical value of Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad in Surah 19. Okay, and so a very simple math here is chapter 42 and chapter 19. If you multiply those two together, you get 798, which is the number of the frequency of these 5 letters in chapter 19 exactly. Okay. $249 happens to be 3 times 83. 3 is the second prime, and 83 is the 23rd prime. 223 happens to be the 19th lonely prime. You see how this 195 bracketed in there? I'm sorry, 249 bracketed in there? One end is the 19th lonely prime. The other end, which is the index of it, which is 195, happens to be the 19th Sphenic number. Okay? 223rd composite happens to be 285. 285 is the frequency of initial Yasin in Surah 36. Note that Surah 36, called Yasin, is the 19th initial surah in the Quran. Now, 383 third composite happens to be 479, but 475, 475th revealed verse in the initial surahs is 19.1, which is Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sa. Okay, you can check that for yourself. And it's right here. And now, 249th lonely Gaussian prime is 5683, which happens to be 748th prime. 748th prime. Lonely prime is 9127. Okay, so we went through this exercise, and what happened is that we found out the number of initials in these surahs. Okay, the position of certain verses where they are supposed to be in the Quran. Okay, and they're all generated from 19. But now look at these discoveries. Those two things that I showed you. Okay, 4253, which happens to be the exponent of the 19th Gaussian prime. Okay, I'm sorry, Mersenne prime. Okay, and 353, which is the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne prime. Okay, these are early history of number theory, and not early, late discoveries of number theory. We didn't know about these things in 1940 or 1950 or 1960. Okay, these had to wait for the advent of electronic computers in order to do that. But now look at all of these. These things somehow are related to Quran. And these are the questions we have to ask ourselves. Okay? Then how could it be? Why is it like that? Why something which was discovered in 1962 has to do with chapter 42? Why something which was a product of this century mathematics, not the 20th century, 21st century, which is the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne prime? Okay? What does have to do with the number of initials in chapter 42? Okay? Why are these things? Okay? Why 353rd regular prime is 4253? Isn't that beautiful? Okay? As I said, this is how these things are done. This is how the generator works. It's not just a random choice of this number or that number. There's a reason for that. Some of it, like, if you go through that, okay, we found out that, for example, 4738, okay, chapter 47 had 38 verses. That happens to be a Sphenic number. And its index is 798. And as I said, 798 is the number of Keheiعص in chapter 42, chapter 19. Okay? So, if you look at it, the way that it flows, 798 actually, which comes from 19, okay, generates 47 had 38 verses. Okay. The simplest way you can look at this is the following: that it actually asserts history. 798 coincides with what? With the 19th frequency of the word Jesus in chapter 19. It also coincides with the 19th frequency of the word Adam in chapter 19. Okay. So we know about that sequence, okay, that sequence of history. But now, 798 generates 4738, which that's surah called Muhammad. So it tells you that Jesus and Adam were before Muhammad. So I cannot put 4738 and try to generate something from that. It won't work. That's wrong. Okay? That's not the way it's supposed to be. The mathematics coincides with history. And that is the amazing part. So this is the beauty of this system. Okay? And so we have to, as I said, these are these views, these heavenly views that God is showing us. Okay? And we cannot just haphazardly, massage it or something and think that, this is some kind of new information. It's not. Okay? There's an order to this thing. There's an order in the universe. Okay. So I'm going to stop here and we'll do the rest of our journal.